welcome to our podcast. I'm Jasmine and
I'm Salsa. Today we are going to be discussing some really relevant topics for campus life.
that's right. In the first segment, we will talk about smoking on campus. Should it be allowed or not? And in the second segment, we'll search role and dive into the use of artificial intelligence in academic activities.
Sounds great. Let's get started with topics 1.
So Salsa, today I want to get your honest opinion on something that's been debated on campus for years. Should smoking be allowed in campus area?
Thanks for having me. I think this is a nuanced issue. On one hand, some people argue that smoking should be allowed in designated outdoor areas because it respects students' personal freedom and autonomy. Adults have the right to make choice about their own bodies as long as they are not directly harming others.
That's an interesting point, but doesn't secondhand smoke become a problem even in outdoor space?
Exactly. And that's the core of the opposing argument. Secondhand smoke doesn't just disappear outdoors, it can still drift into walkways, building entrances, and study areas. Non-smokers, especially those with asthma or other respiratory conditions, are put at risk without ever causing to be exposed.
Right. So where do you personally stand? Should it be allowed or not?
If I have to pick a side, it leans toward smoking should not be allowed on campus, or at least heavily restricted to very isolated zones far from academic buildings. A university is a shared learning environment, and I think the health and comfort of the majority should come before the conventions of a faith.
Let's talk about the academic impact. Do you think smoking affects students' focus of performance?
Definitely, nicotine addictions can actually increase stress and anxiety between smoking breaks, which distract students during lectures. There are also the practical issue. Students leaving class frequently to smoke disrupts their own learning continue and can be distracting to others.
So what about the counter argument that banning smoking entirely might just push students to smoke in hidden, less safe areas like stairwells or parking lots?
That's a fair concern. That's why I think a total ban without any alternative isn't realistic. A better policy would be clearly make well ventilated smoking zones located far from classrooms, libraries, and cafeterias. This way, the university balance individual choice, the health and comfort of the wider community.
So to summarize, you are not saying smoking should be banned as an activity entirely, but that it should be strictly controlled and separated from academic space.
Exactly, it's about creating a campus environment that protects everyone's right to breathe clean air, while still respect think that some students are adults who will make their own lifestyle choice regardless of policy.
That's a really balanced statement. Thank you for sharing your perspective on this.
Thanks for having me discuss it. For this segment, I'm switching to the host chair, and Jasmine will be our guest speaker. Today's topic: should AI be permitted in academic activities?
Thanks for the intro. This is a topic I find really exciting because it directly affects how we study and work as students right now.
Let's start broad with what are the biggest advantages of using AI in academic settings?
According to several studies published in Educational Technology Journal, AI tools can support personalized learning by adapting content to a student's pace and level of understanding. Research on adaptive learning system has shown that students often demonstrate improved comprehension when receiving instant, tailored feedback compared to traditional one-size-fits-all methods.
That's a strong point. But what about the concern that students might use AI to avoid doing their own thinking, like using it to write entire essays for them?
That's actually the biggest disadvantage discussed in current academic literature. Scholar researching academic integrity have raised concern that over-reliance on AI-generated content can weaken students' critical thinking and writing skill over time. Because the cognitive effort of structuring an argument is essentially outsourced to the machine.
So, where the credible academic source stand of finding a middle ground?
Most searching article I've come across suggests a graded use approach, meaning AI is used as a supporting tool, similar to a calculator in math, rather than a replacement for the learning process itself. For example, AI can help students brainstorm ideas, check grammar, or summarize lessons reading material. But the actual analysis and argumentation should remain the students' own work.
Are there other academic benefits worth mentioning beyond personalized learning?
Yes, books and journals on educational technology also point to efficiency gains for both students and lecturers. AI can assist in administrative tasks like scheduling, plagiarism detection, and even accessibility, such as converting text to speech for students with learning difficulties. This show AI isn't only about content generation. It has a broader supportive role in the academic ecosystem.
From a critical standpoint, do you think universities are currently doing enough to regulate AI use?
Honestly, no. Based on what I've read, many institutions are still catching up. Policies are inconsistent, and there isn't always clear guidance on what counts as acceptable AI assistant versus academic dishonesty. I think universities need clearer frameworks, potentially including AI literacy course, so students can understand both the capabilities and the ethical boundaries of these tools.
So, overall, would you say AI should be permitted on campus?
Yes, but with clear boundaries. AI should be embraced as a learning aid rather than banned outright. because avoiding it entirely puts students at a disadvantage in a world where AI literacy is becoming an essential skill. However, its use needs to be guided by strong academic integrity policies so it ensures a learning instead of replacing it.
That's a really thoughtful, evidence-based perspective. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you for having me as your guest today. So that's wrap today's episode. We covered two important campus issues, smoking policies and the role of AI in education.
Both topics show that the sessions aren't simple yes or no answer. They require balancing individual freedom, health, and academic integrity with the well-being of the wider campus community.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
See you.
Bye.